Hi guys, welcome to my affordable watch collection. My name is Aviv, and today we are taking a look at the Pagani Design PD-1694, a 40mm Rolex Submariner homage with a twist, combining modern and vintage vibes into one value-packed automatic watch. This watch was sent to the channel for free to review from Pagani Design via the Pagani Design official store on AliExpress, and I don't have to send it back. Keep that in mind as you watch this review. But just like always, you can rest assured that together with all the specs and measurements, I am going to give you my own honest opinion of this watch. And besides providing the watch, Pagani Design had nothing to do with the content of this video. Now with that out of the way, this watch is available in 3 different variations, with the difference between them being how heavily Fautinaed the markings on the dial and bezel look. You also get a choice of movement, and you can go with either a Seiko NH35 or a Citizen Miyota 8215. They go for $139.99 when they're not on sale, and $10 extra will get you Pagani Design's fancier watch box. This is the familiar Pagani Design cardboard watch box and everything that comes with it. And here are the measurements. The width of the case is 40mm, its thickness is 14mm including the protruding crystal, the distance between the lugs is 20mm, and the bracelet tapers down to 18mm at the clasp. Lug tip to lug tip is 47.7mm, and after I removed 4 links of the bracelet, the watch weighs 158 grams. It is water resistant to a depth of 200 meters, which means you can take it with you into the water with no worries. The dial is matte black, and everything on it is printed on. A white minute track, white colored indices on this variation, with the familiar Rolex style layout, a downwards facing triangle at the 12 o'clock position, batons on the 3, 6 and 9, and circles everywhere else. There's no date complication on the dial, which is what I personally prefer. Under the 12 o'clock marker, we have Pagani Design's name and logo, and above the 6, automatic, water resistant 200 meters or 660 feet. Below the 6 o'clock baton, we find the words Japan movement with a little Pagani Design shield. I think it's a nice and balanced dial overall, symmetrical, with just the right amount of clutter. The hands are naturally Mercedes styled. They are highly polished and loomed. The stainless steel bezel has that crown knurling that help you grip it with ease. It houses a fully loomed ceramic dive time bezel insert, with lines and numbers markings that are engraved into it, as well as a loomed pip in the center of the 12 o'clock triangle. This is a 120-click unidirectional bezel. The ratcheting action is okay, with no freedom or backplay. Pagani Design were never known for excellent bezel action, and while there's not much resistance, it is certainly good enough. Pagani Design don't state which loom compound they used on the PD-1694, so I can't tell you that. But what I can tell you is that it is very nicely done. The hands and the bezel shine strong and bright, while the indices could probably use a few more layers to be on the same level. Covering the dial is a high single-domed sapphire crystal with no anti-reflective coating. It gives a slight magnification effect to the dial, as well as that cool vintage style distortion. The case is made of 316L stainless steel. It is treated to a brushed finish on the tops of the lugs and a polished finish on the sides of the case. After seeing the great finishing on Pagani Design's Tudor Black Bay GMT homage, the level of finishing on this case leaves a bit more to be desired. On the 3 o'clock position, protected halfway by the crown guards, we have an oversized screw-down crown. It is signed with Pagani Design's shield logo and has a coin edge knurling that provides good grip. Screw the crown out and twist up to hand wind the movement. Pull it out one click and you'll find a ghost position, where nothing happens when you twist the crown and you hear a clicking sound coming from inside the watch. That is caused by the movements having a date complication that is not utilized on this watch. Pull the crown out again, the seconds hand will stop, and you can set the time. The case back is a solid chunk of stainless steel, and it too screws down into place. It has that new Pagani Design exploration themed design that we've seen before. Mountain peaks and Pagani Design's logo in a compass and some mountaineering gear are laser etched on the center of the case back. Stainless steel, Pagani Design, water resistant 200 meters, and the model's reference number are engraved around its edge. This PD-1694 is running on a Seiko NH35, a robust, tried and tested automatic movement that has 24 joules, beats at 21,600 beats per hour, hacks, hand winds, and has 41 hours of power reserve. The stated accuracy of this is between -20 to +40 seconds per day, with this specific one averaging at -3 seconds per day, according to my test with the Watch Accuracy Meter app. You can choose to get this watch with a Miyota 8215, which offers very similar specs to the NH35, minus the ability to hack the second hand. This vintage Sabi Homage comes on the same bracelet that the Tudor GMT Homage does, which is great news. This is a very good bracelet for a watch costing under 150 bucks. It features 5 solid stainless steel links in each row, with a brushed finish on top and a polished finish on the sides of the small side links. There are also decorative rivets on the links that help tie the whole vintage vibe of the watch together. The links are connected to each other with screws, which will help you resize the bracelet easily. The end links are solid as well and have female middle links that don't protrude outwards. The clasp is a fold-over and a milled one, and it too is brushed on top and polished on the sides. It features both a pressed diver's extension and 3 holes for micro-adjustment. On wrist, it wears just as a 40mm sub-homage should wear, with the added benefit of having those female middle links. That means that there is zero overhang, as long as your wrist is wider than the lug-to-lug distance. It is a hefty watch, and you'll definitely be aware of the fact that it is there. It doesn't mean that it is uncomfortable or anything like that, because it is pretty comfortable and feels robust. Legibility is very good, and for the most part, you should be able to get an easy read of the time. And you know the score by now. A black dial diver means a proper strap monster, and this watch will manage to look great on pretty much any strap you'll throw it on. Looking at the pros and cons of the Pagani Design PD-1694, this time I'm very interested in hearing if you guys think it's good value or not. On the con side, there are a few things I would like to point out today. First and foremost, I don't like the direction Pagani Design are going price-wise. Their prices are going up with every new release, and while the specs you get for those prices are still well worth it, nobody likes seeing escalating prices. I would advise you to wait for a sale to buy one of these, which occurs once or twice a month on AliExpress. A good deal can still be had on the PD-1694 and other Pagani designs. I think the level of finishing here is not as good as I've seen on some other Pagani Design watches. I feel like the price went up, but the quality of finishing took a step back. Other than that, I think the hands could use a little beefing up to be better proportioned to the dial. And that's about it. On the pros side, the benefits you get with this watch are undeniable. This is a good looking watch, mixing modern looks with some vintage vibes. It is very well spec'd, even for the beefed up price. You get a full stainless steel construction, a great solid stainless steel bracelet, 200 meters of water resistance with both a screw-down crown and a nicely designed screw-down case back, a high-domed sapphire crystal, a robust automatic movement made in Japan, no matter which one you choose, and nice lume, including a fully lumed ceramic bezel. If you're looking for a sub-homage that is a bit different and doesn't break the bank, a classic-looking black sports watch with a vintage twist, this PD-1694 is definitely something to consider. If you do want to check it out for yourselves, I'll appreciate it a lot if you do it through the affiliate link in the description of this video. It will not cost you anything extra, but will help the channel with a small commission. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my affordable watch collection, and hit the notification bell for more affordable watches related content. You can also follow me on Instagram and get to know me and my collection a little bit better, get all the news about the channel, and connect with me on a more personal level. If you've enjoyed this video, you might enjoy one of these two Pagani Design reviews as well. I want to thank Pagani Design for sending this watch in for review, and to thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you next time.